What's up, y'all? Today is day 1 on the YouTube. Today we'll be going through a full chest and tricep workout on the bulk. Gonna be start off with a fly movement to get the chest activated. And honestly, chest is my weak point, so it's really just to help get the blood flow and start working on just building the chest up. And then after the fly, we'll move into an incline press, because obviously most people, I know mine for sure, is a weak point is the upper chest. It's the hardest to grow out of your whole chest. So we'll be doing that next, and then probably do some other pressing movement, maybe a flat pressing movement, and then get into triceps. Do one push down movement, one overhead movement, just to work all heads of the tricep, and then end off maybe with some abs, just to get it in, make sure everything's stable. You know, honestly, abs is just one thing that's like, most people overlook them, because obviously it's like no one really wants to hit them. They're kind of just like, oh, who needs them? Like, only if you're a bodybuilder, you know, you think you need them. But honestly, they're beneficial for all forms of lifting, because whenever you're doing a movement, if you think about it, you really have to stabilize your whole body to get the movement done. And abs is like the core stabilization for every movement. So if you're weak abs, like let's say you're squatting and you fail a PR squat, you think, oh, it's my legs, you know, they're weak, or my lower back. But realistically, there's a good chance it could be your abs, because you can't stabilize. So the weight's just crushing you from here, but you're thinking somewhere else. So then it's just ruining your motivation and ruining what you think you need to work on. But it's just a little rant on one. I hit abs as much as I can, usually 3 to 4 times a week, just doing a couple simple movements, you know, just crunches, cable crunches, and then some oblique twist with the cable, just to get the obliques work too. And then I throw in a hanging knee raise, because the lower abs for me is the hardest to get definition and the hardest to see results on. So I like to add an extra movement for there. But honestly, all you really need is cable crunches, and then maybe some oblique movement, whether it's twist with the cable, with the dumbbell, or even just like knee ups. Those would work too. But that's enough from me. Let's get into the lift.
Lost under the surface, don't know what you're expecting of me, put under the pressure of walking in your shoes. Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much
see the damage from the chest and tries. Side chest. It's not too bad right there. Chest is feeling pretty pumped. Tricep, side tricep. Looking pretty good. Getting their fullness back. Keeping leanness from the cut. So not looking too bad. Alrighty, y'all. That'll wrap up the chest and try workout. A little bit of abs and posing at the end. Overall, pretty good workout. Played some basketball earlier today for a couple hours, so might have had a little effect on my effort, I guess you could say, through the whole workout, because I wasn't quite as strong as I wanted to be. But at the same time, I was pushing a little more weight than last workout, so I can't complain too much. But overall, it was pretty solid, especially the incline fly. That was moving pretty good today. Went up 5 pounds, lost like a rep, but overall, it felt really good. I really feel like on the incline fly too, like the deep stretch for me, I think is really an important part of my workout. And so that really helps me like get my chest warmed up and get the mind muscle connection going. But even though some people say that mind muscle connection doesn't help, with gaining muscle and putting muscle on, but I think it really does help me just thinking about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. It just helps me like have intention with my workout, because you can go into the gym every day, work out, get your cardio in, do all that stuff, but I feel like if your intention's not there, then it's really just not gonna get the results that you want. Because if you're just going in there, going through the movements, going through the motions, pushing somewhat hard, going until you start to feel a little bit of soreness in your arms, a little tiredness in your arms during a set, I just think it's not going to get you the results you want. But everyone goes to the gym for different reasons, obviously, so I can't judge too much there. But I just really want to go to the gym with the intention of what am I doing, why am I doing it, how am I doing it that's going to benefit me. Because every exercise you can do in there can benefit you some way. It's just which ones click for you, which ones you have the mind muscle connection with. That's how I feel, at least. So that's why when I come to the gym, I get on my first exercise and I look around and I say, what am I going to do today? I pick my exercises out. I understand why I'm doing them. I understand how they're going to benefit me. And so it really just comes down to execution at the end of the day. Execution is where, a machine can turn from good to great. And that's how you can really make the most of your workout. So I'm going to go and slam protein shake, some food, feel my body. Because if you're working out, you got to have a post-workout meal. You can't go home, play video games for 2 hours and eat, or go home and mess around, sit on the couch, or even go somewhere else. If you know you have plans, you got to try to prep in advance to know what you're doing. Like if you're going to go, you have to go to a basketball game or a football game or something, you should be planning out your protein. So it's good to get, quick protein, 30, 40, 50 grams right after your workout within 30 minutes to help fully recuperate your muscles and fully build the strength that you deserve from your workout. You're almost just cheating yourself if you're not getting the post-workout meal in. So go home, slam a Fairlife, and get some extra protein and maybe some turkey and rice or something. Fuel the body, fuel the mind, and get some good sleep tonight, because sleep is important. Shockingly enough, you can do all this stuff, eat all this food, take all these steroids and supplements, but if you're not getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep minimum, you're cheating yourself and you're not going to see the gains you want. Because at the end of the day, sleep is the best tool you can possibly use for the gym. Crazy enough, sleep is the best. A natural, easy to do thing. So my piece of advice for everyone is get 7 to 8 hours of sleep tonight. And yeah, that'll wrap up the day 1 of working out on YouTube. See y'all the next one. Peace.